All right, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I came across this. I was aware that he spoke on this, but I never heard it or read it until today or until yesterday. So, you know, Trajan Langdon, he says that the Pistons didn't have time to wait on Jaden Ivey to recover. And another thing, we kind of was kind of speaking on the situation with Marcus Sasser, and it's just like he can really help them. And it's like, dog, you say y'all not in a rush, right? They say they're not in a rush. They taking their time, and you didn't have time to integrate Jaden Ivey. I just didn't understand it because they was able to integrate Dennis Jenkins, but I know Ivey wasn't 100%, and I remember hearing people say, well, he's not 100. But hey, how can I get 100% or get the confidence to be back? Before I read this article, how can I get that confidence to be back and I don't play? Like I said before, Dennis Jenkins was able to come in and instantly play. So Ivy couldn't be in that same situation. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my thing with it. Respectfully, that was kind of my position on it. But they see things that we don't see. Because you couldn't afford, y'all have all the time in the world for Karis LeVert, and he just been stinking up the motherfucking place. Excuse my language. He been stinking. Y'all have play. Y'all patient with him. Y'all instantly was patient with Kevin Huerter, and he been stinking up shooting. So I mean, it just don't make no sense. And somebody said in the comment section, they just ain't JB guys. You know what I'm saying? So if that's just the case, I could be okay. He's just not JB guys. But you having problems finding a secondary scorer, you got you need a number one scorer because K don't want to be doing what he's doing. You need a secondary, you need a primary scorer. Sasser can help you off the bench. That's what I don't understand. They sit there and they play LeVert and they play Kevin Huerter and they just fucking stink. That's what I just don't understand it. But there's a chance that Jaden Ivey will return from Chicago or somewhere, return to former Chicago or somewhere else and become a good player in the NBA. But it just won't be. It just weren't in the position. The Pistons just weren't in a position to see it through. With a chance to make a deep playoff run in the spring, with Ivey set to be a restricted free agent this summer, the Pistons offloaded Ivey at the trade deadline for a veteran wing Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter's size and shooting has been not there all year. Should give the Pistons, even before he got here, more spacing in the rest of the season. The expired contract should give them more flexibility. Ivey shot it better than him last couple years. A year ago, Ivey, okay, we see that. I ain't trying to get into that. Asked why it didn't work out for Ivey, Detroit Pistons president of basketball operations, Trajan Langdon, told 97 on the ticket. The most difficult thing is the timing of the injury he had. Quote, he was playing great last year, but, I'm trying to, I don't know why I was doing that. There we go. He was playing great last year, but that was an injury coupled with the second surgery, ended up putting him out almost a year. So the end of the season and beginning of the next, Langdon said, trying to transition back to basketball or any professional sport during the offseason when you haven't played for 11 months is going to be very, very difficult. He said, I hope he figures it out. Sometimes it just takes time. A great human being, I thought. He was great for the city of Detroit, for our organization, and we wish him the best. He said, in other words, Langdon was asked, the Pistons didn't have time to allow Ivey to find his game. Yes. He said, for us, the move that we made, we felt like got better making that move. And like I said before, I don't understand because it ain't, and I know it's been a short sample size with Kevin Huerter. Motherfucker ain't had a jumper in a couple years. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? So he ain't had a jumper in a couple years, but nonetheless, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But in my opinion, that's one thing that I have an issue with men about. Is that men, even coaching is teaching, boxing coaches is teaching, they don't have no fucking patience. They have zero patience. If you don't get it the first time, them as teachers is like, all right, you ain't gonna never get it. Like everybody don't learn that way. If you just don't know, what a Phillips screwdriver is. Even if you ain't never seen a tool in your life, they expect you to just know what a Phillips. That's one thing about men are horrible teachers when it comes to teaching or teaching to do things. They are the worst. They are the absolute freaking worst. So when you find them, usually most of the men that have patience, they may be older, but they don't even have patience. So this is one of the reasons why I always say you see more women in the teaching field, because they have the patience. They have the capacity to deal with the redundancy of the children and of other people. They have the patience to work with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you ain't ready right now, it ain't like, oh, let's ease them in. Let's do this. Like it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at the roster, it's a lot of guys, getting chance after chance after chance and they ain't did shit all year. I'm like, that's time where you could have integrated. You could have integrated this guy. You know what I mean? It's time where y'all could have just put dog in the game and let them work it out. That's what I don't understand. That's just where my mind work at it. See, Sargent got like Care Savart. We know that's this guy. He get chance after 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 chance. And we just like, okay, like, when is he gonna do something? You can get Sasha that chance. You feel me? That's just where my mind go to it at. Well, we didn't have time. Okay. It's just hypocrisy to me. And, we don't have time to do that. But hold on. You said y'all ain't in a rush. Y'all didn't make a win now move at the trade deadline. So what, in my opinion, what is it? Is it we in the win now mode or we not? Because it's plenty opportunity. There's plenty opportunity for them to develop somebody. Because these dudes ain't been doing what they supposed to do out there. Shut up. Come sit down. But I appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video. Sorry for the dog. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor. Everything inside the link tree is the first description piece.